All right, so now we're gonna move on in our 8 foundations of exercise. Again, 8 foundations of exercise are core, squat, hinge, lunge, push, pull, locomotion, rotation. I gave you that trap bar before. It's a little bit squat, it's a little bit hinge. You could go on for days, have an argument about it. I think it's a great exercise. So what I want to teach you now is the squat variation that I use the most, and then maybe the one that you have most access to. So I use sandbags a lot for squats. I really like the way that it feels. I feel like you have to get under it a little bit. Like less weight feels heavier, which is really nice, I think, on the rest of the body, unless you're specifically trying to condition the joints to withstand more load. Let's see how it goes. So you got to start with a clean. If you're doing it from the ground, in general, I'll clean it and hand it off to my clients, but whatever. If you're doing this at home, you have a sandbag, it's kind of how I would go. So you're here, put this onto your feet, literally onto your feet. Part of the beauty of a sandbag is it can rub against your shins and it's not going to end up giving you any trouble, like if it were a barbell or something like that. So I'm here, set my ribs, tall, long, neutral spine, and then I drive my feet through the ground as I pull up and stand tall, and I catch it here. So now I'm nice and set here. I reset my feet to whatever's comfortable. Again, set my feet in the traditional way, meaning like before when I said set your feet, it's just like kind of find your width. But now set your foot, as we talked about before, bury your big knuckles into the ground, spin your legs away from each other, spread the ground beneath you, set your ribs. Good. And now I'm gonna pull myself down towards the ground as I let my knees drift forward with a nice vertical posture. Good. And that's a really good example you could see. Pretend like I'm in water that's kind of up to my chin, and that can help you dictate your breathing. So if I was standing in water up to here, I would have to go, take a big sniff in, like fill up with air, and I'm going down. But then as I'm getting closer to coming out of the water, towards the second half of that concentric portion, or that portion in the squat when I'm going up, that's when I can start to exhale and start to get ready for the next one. So that's a sandbag squat, it's great. Let's say you don't have that though. All you have are some kettlebells. It's gonna look pretty similar. I'm gonna do a goblet squat here. So first thing you gotta do is get it up into your chest, because you're not gonna, well, you could, but in general, if people wanna be able to lift it off the ground, I think the safest way to do that is a sumo style, kind of rip up into your chest. So I'm gonna stand over at sumo style. I'm gonna set my ribs. Good. I brought my feet together, brought everything together under the bell. So now I'm here, you can see this. I'm digging my arms hard down into my side, and I'm gently pulling this bell apart. That's giving me some really good tension through my upper body. So that's where I start. Then I bury my big knuckles into the ground again, spin my legs away from each other, spread the ground beneath me, set my ribs, and same thing. Pull myself down towards the ground, let my knees drift forward, stay nice, tall, long, vertical with my spine. Wide, drop it back down, set it back down. Nice and safe, nice and solid, get some strength.